My next build has arrived. That's right, Toyota Crown. And yeah, we're gonna convert it to a 1JZ. Daily driven drift car again. How do you feel, brother?
Yeah, excited?
Yeah? Finally gonna get your car back on the road, huh?
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah.
One day, soon, hopefully.
Soon.
Yeah.
It should be good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the diesel engine and the petrol.
Yeah, she sounds healthier.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So as you saw on the intro, we have a new daily driven drift project. It is this Toyota Crown here. Now what is the plan for this car? So it's the 2J GE version, meaning non-turbo, it's still running a distributor, doesn't have coil on packs, and it is unreliable as shit. So what the owner wants to do is convert this to a 1J. Of course, he still needs to bring me the engine. I've got the gearbox here. The gearbox, we're going to convert it into a manual. This originally is an automatic, so of course we have to add a few things like the master cylinder, the slave cylinder, clutch lines. Also we have to upgrade the transmission mounting because automatics and manuals are different, so we'll have to modify the transmission mount. We're gonna have to drill in the firewall. We have to put a clutch pedal. So all of that is involved in just installing the manual system. And then we're converting the engine to a 1J. So that, what will that mean? That means, oh my God, does he have a flywheel? Well, anyway, I haven't looked at everything we have yet. I'll grab everything and lay it down, and then we'll go through everything. But we got the engine coming soon, so we have to remove all of this, everything. The fan and everything, this air filter box, all of it. Even the wiring, charcoal canister, all of this stuff will have to be removed. So we're gonna start off with a clean slate. If you guys are liking these daily drift builds, leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys think. I'm getting a lot of these because it turns out not many people want to do these type of jobs, and I'm all up for it, you know. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna start by pulling apart the interior, getting all the parts, laying them out on the floor, see what we're working with. The reason we need to pull apart the interior, I need to see if the tunnel needs to be modified because automatic to manual. Yeah, from there I'll bring up the camera again. So while I got you here, remember to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and follow along with the build, huh? Here we go. All right, this was all the stuff that was in the back. So we have a flywheel, clutch pressure plate, clutch disc, W58 gearbox with adapter for the what's it called, tail shaft. So this will go in here, which is good thing to have. You need to see if this back part will bolt onto the tail shaft that's on there now. Haven't pulled it apart yet, so it's the first time I'm looking at it. So yeah, that's all we pretty much have at the moment. Gonna need flywheel bolts now that I'm looking at this, so gonna have to ask the owner to get some of them. Yeah, anyway, and that was all that we have. So now we're gonna start removing the stuff from the interior and putting it all in the boot, so then we can start seeing what we're working with inside of the car. So here we go. Alright, as we can see, we got a few little things laying around the floor here. I had more, but I put them in the boot. I mean, sorry, not the boot, the back seat here. Trying to clear off some space because all of this will have to come out. Why? Because I need to see the tunnel. I need to make space to do the third pedal, and I need to see the firewall, so then we can see what we have to do to modify this to get the clutch pedal installed. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want me to record this, but I might just skip through it so then we can get it done quicker. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna pull all this stuff out and then start recording once I finish removing everything, yeah? All right, center console is out. You can see, I put it all in the back. There's not many bolts to it, and not just that, a lot of the trim is just falling apart, you know, it's already perishing away. Well, yeah, only just a few screws. I put them in the little baggie there. Now everything just sit on top here. There was a seat rail here, a spare seat rail. I think maybe that's for the driver's side. I think he's probably gonna get an aftermarket seat. But anyway, got these wires here that go to the back of the glove, the center console for some switches. But we are looking at this here now, gear shift selector. We only got 4 bolts that we need to remove, so then we can lift this out and see what's going on underneath. See if we need some special bracket or anything like that to put the manual gear stick through. Yeah, so yeah, we don't know yet. So we're gonna continue on. Gonna remove all of this section here, probably remove the driver's seat, all that carpet, all the trim underneath, and then we can have a look what's going on underneath there. So let's get to it and not waste any more time, huh? Here we go. It is so hot out here. Now, I don't know why I thought I only had to remove the center console and this will come off and everything as well. Turns out I have to remove the whole thing. So the switches on the top here I had to remove, cover for the instrument cluster had to be removed, even the trim that goes underneath here had to be removed in order for me to try and get this one out. And I'm not even there yet. I still need to remove the bolts internally there, so that one there and one there. It's not that bad, but it's just so hot right now, so I'm having a little cry about it. Anyway, let's just continue on. Here we go. Alright, I'm on the driver's side now. As you can see, I've got everything removed here now. I've got the little baggies that I always note down everything because you don't want to lose anything. I'm going to start removing all of this trim now. get to as much of the pedals as I can see, clearing out this area, so then we can start seeing what we have to do with the pedals. We are here now. This trim that goes along here underneath the steering wheel had so many screws and bolts to it. Oh, it was a nightmare. As you can see, we can remove this sound deadening to try and have a clearer view of what's going on back here. This comes off. Yeah, there's not much room there for a clutch, huh? There's a lot of modifying needed to be done. We got this case in here that prevents, that blocks off the engine compartment to the interior, and we have the foot pedal right here for the parking brake. So it looks like we're gonna have to remove all of this as well in order to see how we can fit a clutch up in here. We're just gonna have to keep removing stuff and see how much we can clear up. Anyway, that's it for today. Gonna come back again in a few days, continue on, because this weekend we got some things on, so I'm not gonna be able to come back on the weekend. I've got most of the interior part already. Next up, I'm gonna start putting out the engine and gearbox, and then start cleaning out the engine bay. Start telling the owner what we need and what we're missing. Because, for example, we don't have a clutch fork. We don't have a throwout bearing. We don't have flywheel bolts. We don't have the engine. We don't have the engine brackets. We don't have a few things. So yeah, I'm gonna send a list to the owner, see what he's gonna get for me and when he's gonna bring me the engine, and we'll continue then. So for now, I will see you guys in a few days.
One debt to society later.
Alright, so it's actually been over a week. Reason being is because it's been raining non-stop in the evenings, and since I have the car parked outside, reason being is because I need to work on the engine, gearbox, exhaust manifold. Yes, I got all the parts, or most of the parts already. So yeah, unfortunately I haven't been able to pull the engine apart because it's been raining non-stop, and this section is not undercover, so it's not raining anymore. So let's try and get this engine out as quickly as possible. So here we go. I've pulled off the radiator, the little aircon condenser fan. It was very weirdly wired up. Also, I pulled off the charcoal canister, air filter. I've done the one of the aircon lines, removed it already. Disconnected the fuel line. I think part of the reason that this was running rough and flooding all the time is because this is connected incorrectly. For example, if you look at this here, you got the line that comes in to the fuel pressure regulator, and then it comes straight back out, and it was connected to the fuel rail. Now, that side is supposed to be the return line, and down here is supposed to be the one that controls the pressure into the fuel line. Maybe that's why it was always flooding and not wanting to start. Yeah, so I removed the charcoal canister as well, and I started removing the wiring, and I noticed something here straight away. If you have a look, for some reason there's a bridge going onto this wire. I don't know what this plug is for yet. I'll work it out when I pull it all out. But this was meant to be plugged in there, and the reason it probably wasn't working is because if you look at the plug underneath, it is completely torn up. Maybe that's why they're not getting any power onto this, and they tried to bridge it using this relay right here. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna continue pulling this apart. Not much left before all the harnesses are loose. After that, I'll have the accelerator cable, pretty much everything on this side. And then underneath, I will have to disconnect the transmission cross member, the tail shaft, and then I should be able to pull the engine out. So not much to go. So let's just continue on and get as much as we can done. Here we go. All right, so it's been a few hours. I know it doesn't seem like it because when editing the videos, you cut out all the things that you don't need to see. You just get to the main point. So anyway, I've removed everything pretty much. So I've already disconnected all of the I can't even think, I'm so tired. It's already 12 o'clock midnight. Yeah, alternators loose, power steering lines have been released, and I'm just letting it drain onto the drain tray at the bottom there, you see? Yeah, everything's loose already. The engine's pretty much ready to come out. So what I need to do is underneath disconnect the exhaust, maybe take half of the exhaust off so then it doesn't interfere. What else? Release the tail shaft, and then release the transmission mount, and then I should be able to lift this engine out already. Fuel line's loose, vacuum lines are loose, the brake booster line at the back is already loose as well. I disconnected the accelerator cable. Wiring has been taken off except for inside. So you see that section right there where the wires run into the firewall, run through the firewall into the cabin. So obviously the ECU is inside the car. Everything's pretty much loose on top. So now it's everything underneath, but it's already 12 o'clock midnight, so I'm gonna leave it there and I will come back hopefully tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. If it rains, then it ruins my day and then I can't come here until late, and then when it's late I don't have enough time. Anyway, all right, I will see you guys on the next clip. Here we go. And the engine, as you can see, it's been sitting for a while, so I don't know the condition of it. There is a lot that needs to be cleaned and resealed and everything. Intake manifold is already installed and all tightened up, so I don't have to touch that. But the exhaust, it's still running the twin turbo, so gonna have to find the oil lines and the connections for all those oil lines. As you can see, we only got one here, another one here actually, but looks like it's blocked. But yeah, anyway, I'll have that installed. Wow, these ports are tiny. Okay, anyway. It's all there, it's very dirty. I'm gonna have to give it a good clean and get everything assembled. So it's lucky I'm almost finished setting up the sandblasting machine. I've had issues with it where the sand is already like moist and wet and it wouldn't come through the gun, and the gun nozzle is too big. It's made for, what's it called, sandblasting cars. So I need to shrink it down, make it small, and to sandblast smaller pieces. As you can see, I got that big oil barrel right there. I'm gonna make that the actual cabinet for sandblasting. So recycle, reuse, you know, save as much money as we can. Anyway, that's the engine, gearbox, turbos, and turbo manifold. The owner brought me the clutch forks and the throwout bearing. I still don't have flywheel bolts, so I need to find them and make it work. I still need to test if the gearbox actually bolts up to the engine, and I might take advantage, see if this actually gets close to my engine as well. I might as well test it out while I have it here. Anyway, let's get to it and start pulling apart this Toyota Crown. Here we go.
48 hours later.
Alright, so it's been a couple of days, and I was actually planning to pull out the engine out today, but I'm actually having issues with my engine crane. For some reason, it's just every time I lift it up, it drops down, and as one person trying to remove an engine is too risky because I could damage the car. I can't use this crane to remove the engine. I'm actually gonna order another one of these hydraulic pumps, and then I'll remove the engine. I still need to check if I need to modify the transmission cross member. I can't do that unless I remove it, but I figured I might as well join the engine and gearbox together and then just measure back from there. Now, a 1JZ and a 2J should be similar in the position where they sit. So I figured if I measure from the back of the engine, transmission mount on this, I should get a correct measurement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bolt up the gearbox to the engine, and from there take some measurements and see where we sit with the transmission cross member. So yeah, let's get to it. Here we go.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
So the gearbox doesn't fit. Now the owner said he did some research on this and he's pretty sure that the transmission fit, but now that I'm actually putting it together, nothing lines up. Not even the two mounting holes, like even this what is this called, the I forgot what it's called, but anyway, that doesn't go anywhere into here. And then the overall height, this is a lot smaller, so that kind of puts a dead end to this job for now. It sucks because I still haven't quoted the owner on how much this whole thing is going to cost, because well, I need to see what's included in the job. So far I know I need to prepare the firewall, you know, strengthen it, so then when you put the clutch in, the clutch master, sorry, it can't just be on the sheet metal, it has to be strengthened. I need to add another metal to it and make it stronger. I need to create a clutch line. I think I have to create a cross member. I have to get the tail shaft modified because this has to be welded on. The handbrake, the foot brake has to be removed and modified to make it an actual pull brake. The wiring, a lot of things actually. So crap, that kind of puts a hold on everything. I'm gonna have to update the customer. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, leave me a comment. Remember to share the video. You know, I'm trying to make it big in the YouTube scene. Of course, I've always got something to work on. I mean, I've got this pontoon that I'm working on next. That'll be the next video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Until then, leave me a comment. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.